Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have another project for Shimmerz paints. Want to remind you, if you place any orders at the Shimmerz website, make sure you mention my name in the comment section at checkout and you will receive a free product. So here are the products I'm working with today. I'm using a whole bunch of the mists, which I love. So I'm beginning with just a white piece of paper, and I'm going to use all of my mists in the reds and pinks. Very Valentine's inspired. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the Valentine's Day seasonal set, check it out. It's awesome. You get beautiful pinks and purples in it, so it's very, very pretty and very appropriate for scrapping those Valentine's Day memories, which hopefully you all made this past Valentine's Day. So I am just spraying a bunch of colors onto a background. I use a ton of colors here. I use colorings in Pink Stiletto, Pretty in Pink, and My Bleeding Heart. I used Vibes in Pop Art Pink and Sweetheart, and a Spritz in Cotton Candy. So just a nice mix of reds and pinks here. So all I did at first was just actually spray it onto my cardstock. Now I'm just going back and splattering with all of the colors just to get some more texture. The idea behind this is just to get texture and layers of color, and it turns out very, very pretty. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to punch it out, punch out shapes from it, but I wanted to create something really fun for my background. So I went ahead and let that sit for just a second. I blotted a little bit with a paper towel. And I'm going to take this color. This is a Vibes in Blushing Bride, and it's a pretty darker sort of wine color. And I'm going to use the packaging technique, and I'm going to just add that to a few places. This is going to add, again, some more texture, more layers of color onto this nice mix that I have going on here. And I love to do this. This is fun. This is just, for me, relaxing to play around and just, you know, just mix a bunch of colors together because they all go together so beautifully. So I took this other color. This is another Vibes. This one is Glorious Day, and I did some splatters, and that's a really pretty golden yellow color, and then when it dries it does a gold, so it's very, very pretty. And I'm just going to blot away, and then I'm going to add some black with some of this Night Moves, which is a colorings, and I'm just going to do some splatters in black. I think black always adds a nice touch to these types of things. It adds a touch of whimsical, I think, to this type of background. And I'm not going to use this as a background, but I'm going to punch shapes from it to create my background. So I'm going to do some packaging here with the darker color. This is the red one. This is My Bleeding Heart. It's a colorings. So I'm going to do some packaging here and some splatters, again, just to get some different textures and different and some more dimension on my layout. So this was really fun to create. I love how it turned out. You could totally use this, like I said, as a background. You know, maybe kind of be more intentional with the shape of where you spray, and you know, and use it as a background. It would be really, really fun. So you could totally do that. So I'm just going to clean up my mess a little bit here because when I splatter, it gets all over the place. So I'm going to use this cut file. This is a cut file, and I could totally just use that right over that background. It does not look bad at all, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually punch out some shapes. That cut file is from the cut shop. It's actually a whole 12 by 12 sheet of hearts, and they're the open, it's called Open Heart or Open Your Heart, something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but the hearts are actually supposed to flip open. But what I did is I traced it, so I just have the outline of it, and I just have the outline of the hearts. So I went ahead and punched out a bunch of those shapes, as you can see, in hearts, and I just placed them in random areas behind the cut file. So I'm going to be using a picture of my niece, and I'm going to back it with some tracing paper. Tracing paper is something I discovered. My friend Evie told me she's been using that in the place of vellum, and it is genius because it's so much cheaper. So I'm using that sort of like I would use a vellum or maybe even a tissue paper. So I just kind of layered it behind my photo, kind of ripped the edges so that I could get a messy look, and then just placed it behind my photo. And that just adds some more texture and a really subtle border around my picture. Picture is of my beautiful little niece. She's super cute. She wanted to put on her mom's, or not her mom's, her grandma's curlers for her hair. And she just looks so cute. And I'm just going to journal. I journal on the back. I'm thinking I might even type it up, but I didn't do that. But I might type it up. So I'm going to just journal about how much of a girly girl she is and how much she enjoys jewelry and makeup and nail polish and, you know, obviously fake makeup, but she enjoys all of that. So I'm going to journal about that, and she just looks so cute. So what I'm doing here is, I know I want my hearts to go here. I've placed some of the hearts that I cut out of tracing paper behind those hearts as well. I added some of the hearts to the front of the cut file. Now I'm going to add a little bit more texture and interest with this. This is one of the new pasties texture paste, and this one is called Putting on the Glitz. You can really not see it because it's a clear sort of texture paste and it has glitter in it, so it's really, really pretty. You could totally put this over other texture paste, but I did it over, just over the page. And then what it does is it actually will darken as it dries, and it will kind of, the color of the paper will show through. So it looks really cool, and it has glitter in it, so it's really pretty. And I'm going to do that, and I just did that in 3 areas with this Heidi Swap stencil. It just has little tiny circles. And I also did it with the Raspberry Sherbet, which is that beautiful pink color, because I felt that it needed something more. So I decided to use a second photo. This is the photo of the back of her head, and you can see the curlers a lot better. So I decided to use that, and I'm going to layer that one next to the photo that I already have on there. And I'm going to add some foam like I did to the other photo. I'm going to add some fun foam so that I could have that raised up. Then I'm going through the, this is the crepe paper, what collection is this? Heart Day collection. This is the new one. I'm going to go through the chipboard and just pick out a chipboard frame, which I am going to add to my photo. The paper from the background is actually from the Snow and Cocoa collection by Crepe Paper. The paper itself is called Sweater, and it's just a really pretty wood grain paper. And it went really nicely with this because it's soft enough that you can still get that airy look with it. So I'm going to scatter around some of these little happy face hearts from the, no, not Snow and Cocoa, Love Day, or no, Heart Day collection by Crepe Paper. I'm going to use that little piece that says I love you, which also has sort of a wood grain border. It's like a tab, chipboard tab. And I'm going to use that, and I'm not going to do much embellishing to this. You guys know me, you guys know when I create like a background or use a big cut file like this as a main element, I don't really tend to do too much more to it because I think the actual cut file and the background and those beautiful colored hearts are enough embellishment. So I'm going to keep the embellishing really, really simple. So I did decide to add some more of that tracing paper to that second photo that I added so that I could have that match with the main photo, even though the main photo, the paper's kind of covered up because I added that frame, but you could still see around the edges. So that just finished that off nicely, and then now both photos match. So I'm going to work on my title. It's going to be a really simple title. I'm going to use this Amy Tan word. It's a foam word thicker, and it just says Cherish in white. And I'm going to use these Webster's Pages little tiny alphas, which are it's a light pink background, and then it's dark pink letter. And I'm just going to write out these moments, so the words these and moments, and I stick them onto this white paper so that it could all be one word, and then I cut it out. And I will add foam behind that to make it raised up to the same level as the rest of the layout. So here are a few close-up shots. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. I love to hear from you guys. Make sure you check out Shimmerz. Remember, mention my name at checkout in the comments section, and you will receive a free product with your order. Who doesn't love to receive a free product, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!